Hello, good morning. Welcome to episode 4 of Wanderlust. For today's trip, we are going to Stow-on-the-Wold, which is an ancient wool town dating back to Roman times that actually has the oldest inn in England, going all the way back to 947 AD. This is also the highest town in the Cotswolds, standing exposed 800 feet on Stow Hill, and the name Stow-on-the-Wold quite literally translates as holy place on the hill. One of the things I'm really excited about seeing here is St Edward's Church. Now there's a reason I'm excited for this church, and that is the door of the church. Now I am a massive Lord of the Rings fan, and when I saw that there is the Tolkien door in Stow-on-the-Wold, I knew that I had to go there. So this door is apparently behind the inspiration for the doors of Durin in the Lord of the Rings books. It's never been fully confirmed, however when you see this door I think you'll agree there's definitely something very Tolkien-esque about it. As well as a beautiful door, this town also has an array of antique shops, tea rooms and an independent bookshop. I don't want to be overly ambitious in this video because I wanted to be able to take my time today in Stow-on-the-Wold and properly embrace and enjoy it, but if I can, I would also love to visit Bourton-on-the-Water, which is said to be the Venice of the Cotswolds. Now if I can't visit this today, that's absolutely fine, I'll just go back another day, and actually it probably gives me an excuse to go back in nicer weather because it's pretty grim out today. I really wanted to film this on a sunny day, but the weather just kept getting worse and worse, so it's not raining, it's just cloudy. But if I don't visit Bourton-on-the-Water today, it does give me the excuse to go back maybe closer to the summertime when it is actually nicer weather. Okay, I'm gonna head off now. Let's go see one of the most beautiful towns in the Cotswolds. When you think about my awkward ass vlogging in public, please know how big my camera looks right now with this lens on it. I don't know if you could tell properly, but yeah, this is what the setup's gonna be. I'm trying to get better at vlogging in public. I don't mind filming things, but it's when I'm filming myself on camera that I'm just like an awkward bean, so this just makes me 0% subtle. Look at that lovely grey sky. So this journey is about an hour and 15-ish from where I live, so my audiobook of choice to accompany me is The Patriarchs by Angela Saani, which is sure to get me nicely riled up. Okay, great success. I have found a car park and I'm on my way into the centre of Stow-on-the-Wold. Also, I didn't listen to my audiobook in the car in the end because Radio 1 had their anthems playing, so instead of getting riled up, I got hyped up. Okay, I think I found St Edward's Church. Yes, I have. There's a sign. So let's go find this Tolkien door. I think this is going to be it. There it is. Okay, that was the St Edward's Church door. It was beautiful. I was there for quite a while actually because I was trying to get a shot where there was no people in it because it was obviously quite a busy spot, quite a popular spot for photos, but that was really lovely. I touched the tree, touched the door. I'm a little bit cold. I thought this place would feel more like it was on a hill and I thought it would be breezier and just feel colder, but now that I've been here a little bit, it is. I think this is very much a necessary stop next. So I bought some fudge and I was speaking to the lady who works in the fudge shop and she said to think of Stow-on-Wold as like 2 big circles so everything loops together. So that's kind of helped me know that I'm not going to miss anything, but for now we're going to go try find this bookshop. Also, one thing I really love about it around here is the Cotswold stone, i.e. this stone. It's beautiful. I love the Bath stone and the Cotswold stone. They just make the city, I was going to say, the town, feel like it's this unity and this absolute beauty to it with the architecture. thought I knew where the bookshop was when I asked for directions. I did not. And I do not have the phone signal, so we're just going to keep wandering around until we find it. Maybe it's in here? I honestly don't know at this point. Found the bookshop! Yay! Okay, lunch has been consumed. I went to the Porch House. Oh, wow, that is bright. Went to the Porch House and had calamari and fries. It was really, really lovely. I was sat in the bar area because they didn't have any tables free, but they did squidge me in there, which was really kind of them. And oh my gosh, the calamari was so good. And the garlic mayo dip, just generally excellent. So I'm just walking back through the little circle at the moment of Stow on the Wold. Oh wow, again bright sunlight, to head back. I think I'm gonna head back to my car, just going through the church area again because I just wanted one final look at that beautiful door. I feel like that's most of this vlog, but I found the bookshop, found some lunch, also bought various bits of food along the way as well, so I will show you that shortly. But I think I might have enough time to head to Bourton-on-the-Water. Okay, now I'm in the shade. That was blinding, sorry, that was probably very overexposed, but it's a good day so far. This is a really, really beautiful town. Okay, lunch has been consumed. I went to the Porch House, which was really lovely. I had calamari and fries. The calamari was amazing, the dip was amazing. They squidged me in. They didn't have much room, but they had a little table in the bar area available, so I went in there, which was really nice of them to do. And now I am heading back to the car, and I think I'm going to try and go to Bourton-on-the-Water because I have pretty much gone everywhere here. Sorry, it's probably getting really loud with the cars, but I think I've pretty much exhausted everywhere around here. I went to the bookshop, I bought some food bits that I'll show you in a little bit, I bought some books. It's been a lovely visit. This town is really beautiful, so let's head to the car and go to Bourton-on-the-Water. And now we're in Bourton-on-the-Water. There is Birdland over there, and there is somebody giving a talk on penguins, which made me jump when I opened my car door. I was like, where is this noise coming from? But yeah, Birdland, literally right there. We're not going to Birdland, though. We're gonna go see what is called the Venice of the Cotswolds. There's a dragonfly maze here with Centerpiece and Puzzle by artist Kit Williams, who I love, his creative masquerade. So kind of excited about that. I'm not gonna go in there today, but I might tell my family about that because I feel like that would be fun to come back for. My favourite kind of trips are the ones where I can get a little bit lost and not really have a set destination in mind. And I really didn't think I would have time to get to Bourton-on-the-Water today, which is why I didn't really prep for it. Oh, sorry, it's really windy because I just didn't think I would have time. But I did. I'm here. I've just walked out of the centre of the town a little bit just to come around some of these beautiful streets with the Cotswold stone and the beautiful architecture. I mean, apart from blue sheet, but still it's absolutely lovely. And I think if you're ever in this area of the country, if you live in England or if you're visiting, I would highly recommend visiting the Cotswolds because it's just so beautiful. The architecture, the location of all the atmosphere, it just feels really special. Just in case anyone else was wondering, because I've done a pants job of telling you what's here, this is a little map of what you can expect. So we've got Birdland and the Dragonfly Maze. There's also a model village and the Motoring Museum, and hang on, there's something over that. What does that say? Model Railway Exhibition. So there's actually loads here. It's a tiny little town, but there's a lot here. Also, here's the historical information I failed to give you. It's been a human settlement at Bourton for over 6,000 years, and the word Bourton is of Saxon origin, derived from bur, meaning fortification or camp, and tun, meaning estate, enclosure or village. Making my way back to the car now and have told my family that I think we should come here to go to Bird World, and I'd like to do that Dragonfly Maze as well. It's currently the Easter holidays, which I think contribute to it being very busy here, but I feel like we should come back next week to do Bird World. Birdland. Okay, back in the car, about to head home. I've had a really lovely day. I'm really glad I got to do both Stow and Bourton. I think it was really nice to be able to come here, especially with the sun out as well. That made me really happy, and I definitely would like to come back in the summer when it's hotter and sunnier in general, because I feel like this town really comes alive in that lovely weather. You could just, the way that it reflects off the water and all the ice cream places. I did get an ice cream. It just generally, it felt like a really lovely atmosphere. Both of these places have felt like they've had really lovely atmospheres. And as I said, if you are coming to England or if you live in England and you're visiting the Cotswolds, I would highly recommend both of these towns. I'm going to give you a little bit of a debrief haul when I get back home because there is nowhere to prop my camera up in my car, so it's going to be awkward as hell to do it here. So I'm going to do a little haul when I get back home of the books that I bought, and I got some chocolate bits, as I said, so I'm going to show you those things. But for now, I'm going to drive home. Well, I'm back home now and it's blue skies, which is a real contrast to the grey of earlier. It's turned out to be a very nice day. Also, the moon is out, which is rather beautiful. I'm back home. Hi. Back from my day out in the Cotswolds. It is still sunny and light out, and I'm so happy. It's 6:45. And I love the fact that we're into these longer, sunnier evenings because they just make me so happy. Especially the fact that the cloud has cleared and it's now blue skies. It was just the perfect weather to end the day in the Cotswolds. I really loved doing this solo. One of the advantages to any kind of travel solo is that you are just doing everything for you, and you're on your own clock and your own time frame and your own path of what it is that you want to go and do and go and see. There's something very freeing in knowing that. And whilst it is lovely to go places with other people and to have experiences with other people, and I do love doing that, I also love balancing it with those trips on my own, going solo and just being able to take things at my own pace and see exactly what it is that I want to see. I definitely did that today and I had a really lovely time, as I've said several times, but I did promise you a haul. So let's start with the food. I went to the Cotswold Chocolate Company. Okay, so this place smelled amazing. There was literally a back room with a glass window to it of someone making chocolate there. So yeah, it had a great atmosphere to it. The smell was amazing, and the fact that you could see the chocolate being made, I loved. So I got 2 bags of chocolate there. I got these little eggs things, which are praline insides, and then these truffles, which are just truffle insides. So I got these 2. There was a lot of different praline options and I really like my praline, so that was a tough choice. I also got a new little friend. How cute is this sheep? This is by the brand Caselli and it's handmade in Nepal, and I love it so much. I adore having things around my house that remind me of trips I've taken, days out, holidays, various different destinations I've been to. I love that, and I love the fact that my home can become a diary of those memories for me, and this little guy is going to help me towards that. He's just so cute. So I bought him. I also made a purchase in the fudge shop. So this is Rolly's Fudge, and this is the double chocolate flavour, which has some white chocolate in it as well. And then I went to the bookshop and I bought 4 books. This bookshop was a really lovely space. It was quite a small little bookshop, but it had lots of different nooks and crannies to be able to explore. There was a really nice little kids section, there was a lovely fiction section, non-fiction section, and also a Cotswold specific section. I always love that about independent bookshops, that they have the little personalised location settings depending on where the bookshop is based. So I made some purchases, and I bought 4 books, so I'm going to tell you what they were. First up is one that's been on my wish list for a while. This is Elif Shafak's The Island of Missing Trees. This book is interesting because it's told from the perspective of a tree, which is utterly unique and brilliant, so of course I had to buy it. It's set in 1974 and follows 2 teenagers from opposing sides of a divided Cyprus. They meet in a tavern in the city they both call home. That tavern is the only place that Kostas, who is Greek, and Daphne, who is Turkish, can meet in secret, hidden beneath the leaves of a fig tree growing through the roof of the tavern. This tree will witness their hushed, happy meetings and will be there when the war breaks out and the teenagers vanish. Decades later, in North London, 16-year-old Ada has never visited the island where her parents were born. She seeks to untangle years of her family's silence, but the only connection she has to the land of her ancestors is a fig tree growing in the back garden of their home. I think it sounds brilliant, and I love the fact that it's told from the perspective of a tree. I also bought Black Cake. This is by Charmaine Wilkerson. This one, the cover drew me in completely, and then the blurb hooked me even more. Eleanor Bennett won't let her secrets die with her. When her estranged children Benny and Byron reunite for her funeral, they receive an unexpected inheritance. First, a traditional Caribbean black cake to remind them of their roots. Second, the story of a decades-old murder that shatters everything they thought they knew about their mother. But as Benny and Byron unravel their family's troubled past, will the truth push them further apart, or will it reunite them and fulfill Eleanor's final wish? Taylor Jenkins Reid has blurbed this on the front, saying a story as meaningful as it is delicious, and Bonnie Garmus has said I was immediately drawn in. There's loads of great reviews for this, so I thought this one sounded really good as well. The bookseller recommended me Jeanette Winterson's Frankenstein, a love story. They said that they laughed out loud at this, so I had to pick it up. This is the kind of blurb where when I've read the blurb, I'm like, okay, I'm no clearer to really knowing what this book is about, but I'll give it a go. A Brexit grips Britain. Rye, a young transgender doctor, is falling in love. The object of their misguided affection, the celebrated AI specialist Professor Victor Stein. Meanwhile, Ron Lord, just divorced and living with his mum again, is set to make his fortune with a new generation of sex dolls for lonely men everywhere, ranging from 1816, when 19-year-old Mary Shelley pens her radical first novel, to a cryonics facility in present-day Arizona where the dead wait to return to life. Frankenstein shows us how much closer we are to the future than we realise. It sounds very intriguing and probably like a book that's going to slightly terrify me in terms of the direction that the world is heading in, but it sounds interesting. And lastly, I picked up The People on Platform 5 by Claire Pooley. I wanted something that just felt like it had that easy, fun way to it, in the similar way to The Bookshop on the Corner by Jenny Colgan, which I read last month and really enjoyed. This one sounded like it had that kind of a vibe. Every day at 8:05, Iona Iverson boards the train to go to work. As a seasoned commuter, there are rules to follow. You must have a job to go to, don't consume hot foods, and never speak to strangers on the train. Iona sees the same group of people each day, people she makes assumptions about and gives nicknames to, but never ever talks to. Then one morning, smart but sexist Surbiton chokes on a grape right in front of Iona. Too good to be true, New Malden saves his life, and this one event sparks a chain reaction. With nothing in common but their commute, an eclectic group of people learn that their assumptions about each other don't match reality. But when Iona's life begins to fall apart, will her new friends be there when she needs them most? Apparently it's feel-good fiction at its best, is one of these reviews. Insightful, funny, and full of warmth. It sounds fun. I'm here for it. So that's my little Cotswolds haul. I really hope that you enjoyed episode 4 of Wanderlust. Episode 5 is going to be very soon after this one because I am taking a trip to Cornwall for the weekend. So I'm going to have a little bookish, or try and make it bookish, weekend in Cornwall. So that's going to be episode 5. And then hopefully there'll be a couple more in between. But one of the episodes coming on later on in the year, just to give you something to look forward to, is going to be a biggie. There's a big trip planned and I'm very, very excited about it. So sit tight for that one because that is coming very soon. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've been to the Cotswolds, what you think of it, or if you've got any lovely villages and towns near you, let me know. I would love to visit them. You can subscribe to see more of my face on your feed and hit the little bell icon to be notified when I post. You can also find a link down below to my Patreon and also my online shop. Thank you so much for watching. Keep smiling and stay positive.